morning. I would like to start by saying that I moved to Orlando when I was at the age of 53 years old. I came from a community that did not look like this room. I came from a community that was dilapidated, overgrown, drugs, violence, so much crime. And I had lived there majority of my entire life. So the only thing I knew was survival. So when I came to Circles, it took me some time to become a leader. I was unsure. I was unsure of the new environment. I was unsure of being around people that didn't look like me or sound like me. I was so afraid that they wouldn't accept me for all of my flaws. I was so afraid that they wouldn't understand my aces. I was so afraid, and at that time I didn't know that there was a thing called aces, and I was so afraid that they couldn't hear me because I spoke Ebonics. So I sat by myself so many times at Circles. I sat alone, I stayed alone. Sure, I am a loner, but I was afraid to reveal the real me. I was afraid to reveal the broken parts of me. I didn't know that no one would accept that, because in the community that I come from, you can't show vulnerability. Vulnerability is looked at as weakness, and I would not allow anyone to see me in a moment of weakness, because in my community, you will be taken advantage of in so many different ways by so many different predators. So it took me watching 2 cohorts go through and graduate. And I was faithful in coming to Circles, and I came on a Monday night and helped set up, and I came back on Tuesday nights just to sit around and criticize. And sat there in unbelief. I built up so much hostility, and the walls got higher and higher, and I complained about everything. Finally, someone came to me named Cindy and said, "You should join. You will feel more a part of." And I was like, "Why? I don't feel a part of now. Why would I want to join?" She was like, "Well, you come, so just join." And I finally took a step and decided to trust the process a little bit and join Circles. I was a part of cohort 7 along with Tim. Once I joined, I began to feel like I'm a part of a community. At first I didn't, I just came to gripe. I just came to just tell them, "You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you said that wrong. Why did you say that like that? Oh, we don't talk like that." And when I put all of those things, some of those things aside, and became a part of cohort 7, I began to feel like I was a part of a community. I'm gonna say the dinners was very important. In my community and in my family, we don't sit down and have dinner together. In my household, we'll take a plate, you go in your area, you go in your bedroom, you go over here, you go over there. But at Circles, you're encouraged to sit together and have dinner together. That was so foreign for me. And up until today, I never shared that I was so uncomfortable at dinner. I was so uncomfortable at dinner because it was something that I never did, sit together and have a meal. And I think a lot of people didn't understand that I was uncomfortable because I didn't know how to share that. I didn't know how to say that and stand in vulnerability and say that. So I want to say, when I came and I finally decided that I was going to participate, and that took a long time. It took about a year of even being matched before I even participated. I did not participate. I did not show up. I showed up whenever I wanted to. We was matched on Zoom. We was the Zoom babies. So we was matched on Zoom, and it was so easy to log in and click a button and show up, but I decided I'm not showing up. Who are they? They don't tell me what to do. They don't tell me when to show up. But just remember now, 2 cohorts earlier, I was there on Monday and Tuesday. But now it's time for me to do the work, and I didn't want to show up. Doing the work was really, really hard. Peeling back the layers to allow people to look at you and your vulnerability is very tough. I would not allow my allies to comfort me in any way. I wouldn't allow them to touch me often with a hug. I stayed stand backish until one day I logged on Zoom, and like I had a few other times, the smiling faces was there. And I was like, why are these people smiling? I haven't been here for weeks. And they're, hi Annette, it's good to see your smiling face. Hi Annette, I'm like, what? I turn my camera off and go, what the world? I turned my camera off because I had to check myself. And you're not gonna check me openly, but I'll check me privately. And when I turned my camera back on, they still were smiling. And I'm like, Annette, you have not been showing up. These people are showing up. These people are smiling and happy to see you and saying hello. And you have not been showing up and you have not been doing the work. But then I said, why haven't they told me I'm not doing the work? And they never told me. I never filled out a report with Benita. Never. She never said, Annette, you're not doing the work. I'd never done anything. Lynette, who is my ally, Sandy, who is my ally, I've never done anything that was written on that paper. And they never said, you're not doing the work. But one day, the woman that I am said, girl, you're not doing the work. Girl, you got to do better. So I began to settle down a little and let them help me and let them show me that I am loved and I'm accepted for just who I am. And I began to talk about, not work on, talk about personal goals. I really didn't know what a personal goal was. In my community, Tim, we don't talk about personal goals. We don't do that. The personal goal is to get the bag. Get the bag, go to work, get a paycheck, pay your bills, take care of your household, work in your yard. That was a personal goal for me. But to sit down with Lynette and Sandy and say, you paying your car off? I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done. I got like one more payment. They was like, that's a personal goal. Why didn't you tell us? I'm like, I didn't know. Personal goal. And then they shared with me that we're paying our vehicle off all around the same time. What a great personal goal in that. Little did I know that that was something to be celebrated. I had no clue. I thought it was just to survive, just to make it. You talk about the tyranny of the moment. Let's get this bill paid in the tyranny of the moment. Let's get home safe in this community. Let me make sure I'm in the house before gunfire. The tyranny of the moment. I didn't know anything about personal goals until I met this organization called Circles. Didn't understand it. I didn't know how to simplify it. I didn't know how to put it on paper for me, and nor did you guys force me to. You only showed me examples of my personal goals. You only celebrated me in every opportunity that I've given you guys to celebrate me and show me that that is a personal goal in that and you've achieved it. And now I'm so proud to say that personal goals are very important to me. We did do a vision board, and I did a very simple vision board because I didn't understand. I couldn't see the vision. I didn't know how to simplify it and put it on paper. I can say today that everything on that vision board I have accomplished. And there was a second component that I would like to take a moment and talk about that I've developed here in Circles. It's having a voice. Knowing that my voice matters, Benita. Knowing that I matter. Knowing that I can stand tall and I have a voice and you want to hear my voice. My voice matters. My opinion about what happens in my life matters. And that now is very important because before I came to circles, I didn't know I had a voice. Sure, the community that I come from, I was a community advocate, I was a community leader, but I was leading for someone else. I was not leading for me. I didn't have a voice for me. I had a voice for the violence and the crime and domestic violence, but I didn't have a voice for Annette Brown. I had never took care of Annette Brown until I met this organization of circles where people rallied around me to show me that I'm important, to show me that I have a voice and your opinion matter. So many times in the Black and brown communities, middle-class people come into our communities and they tell us what we need. They tell us what to say. They tell us how to behave, and then we will give you this if you do that. But at Circles, it wasn't like that. They allowed me to be a part of the decision-making of this is what this will look like. How would you want it to feel? How do you want it to look? How would that feel to you? I had to learn. Step back, step up and step back. I had to learn to step up. Step up for Annette. When it came to the community, oh, I had a voice, I'll step up, I'll be on the media, I'm talking loud, I'm telling people, we're not gonna take it. But I couldn't talk for Annette. I couldn't tell anybody anything about Annette. But on today, I can tell you that I have a voice, and I know that my voice matters. Do I get nervous? Do I get weak in my knees? Every time it's time for me to speak when it comes to Annette. I do, because I'm still not quite sure. After 58 years of living, I'm still not quite sure how it looks to matter, how it feels to matter. I'm not sure. So on the days that I try to show that I matter, I do get nervous and I do get weak. But I do know that I have a family around me that rallies with me and stand with me in solidarity, and every moment that I need them, they're gonna pick up their phone. If one person doesn't, I can call someone else. And if that person doesn't pick up, I can call someone else until I get someone. I don't care if it's on a Saturday, Sunday. Somebody's gonna pick up the phone because I matter in Circles, because my family matters. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about voices. The importance of being in the circle group with a cohort. Once I became a part of that cohort 7, there's some strong voices in cohort 7. There's been some disagreements. Oh, I don't agree with that. Oh, but I heard you. Tim, I heard you. Have we agreed on everything? No, but I heard you. And because your voice was so strong in our group, my voice became stronger. My strength became stronger. We are as strong as the people that we have around us. And I've gained strength from this organization. I've gained courage. I've gained power and knowledge on who I am as a Black woman in America that has choices, and I can make choices, and it's okay for me to make these choices, even choices at a restaurant. When I first started going out with my allies, I would make a choice off the menu and I will order this. And Sandy is so inquisitive that she listens to everything. And when the food come back to the table, she would say, "You didn't order that." And I was like, "But it's okay." She was like, "No, it's not. It's not okay. You don't have to eat that." I was like, "But it's okay, it's okay." She was like, "Annette, you did not order that. I heard you, and it's okay." And I was like, "No, don't say nothing. It's okay." And I would eat the food that I didn't order. And this happened time and time again until finally she said, "Annette, you didn't order it. You don't have to eat it." And I saw the concern on her face for me not having a voice, that I finally said, "I didn't order this. Can you please take it back? And can you please bring me this? Because this is what I ordered." Who would know or even think that your voice is being silenced, even in a restaurant where majority of the workers are Caucasian people? But around these people, I felt so small. I felt so diminished. But around my new friends, I feel so powerful. I feel so capable. to have a voice, to stand up and say, can you please take this back, was so hard for me in the beginning. But today, I stand here with this blue shirt on, with these white letters on the front that says Circles. And I say salute to this organization for giving me power, for seeing greatness in me that I didn't see. I can remember the first time I walked into a Circles meeting, everybody, the workers there thought, oh, Annette, you want to facilitate? I'm like, what? No, I didn't come here for that. I don't want to facilitate. Are you crazy, Addie? I'm not doing that. And today, I am one of the facilitators here at Circles. I hesitated about being a facilitator because I shared with you what type of community I come from. We didn't learn how to read well over there. It wasn't taught, we was just pushed through. And I had never read out loud, ever, ever, never. And I think I might have been reading on an 8th grade level. But my ally took the time and taught me and helped me and worked with me, and I can read out loud. I am now reading on a 12th grade level. I am no longer ashamed to say I was illiterate. I am proud to say I was illiterate, and now I'm not. I didn't even know what living in poverty meant. I didn't know that word, and when I learned it, I still was ashamed to say I come from poverty, and I don't come from just any type of poverty. I come from generational and generational and generational poverty. But today, I learned from Beth by doing my paperwork that I should do that I'm no longer beneath the poverty guidelines financially. It is very hard for me to say that because afraid of people judging me that look like me. Afraid of black and brown people saying, oh, you think you're all that now. Oh, afraid of people saying, oh, you left us behind, huh? How dare could you? Oh, you're bragging now. Oh, Miss Braggadocious, you think you're all that now. I don't, but it's real. The numbers, the proof is in the pudding. Thank you, Beth. The proof is in the pudding. I've gotten raised on my jobs because I think that they saw me step into power. They saw me step into ownership of who I was, and they offered me a raise, and then another raise. And now I can proudly say, with pride in front of my whole community and everyone else, that I am capable of taking care of me and my brother Bruce, who's disabled. Financially, I'm capable. I was so comfortable, Lynette, with making $1,900 a month. I was so comfortable there. I was able to manage there. I was comfortable, and I thought that was the best that I deserved. I thought that that was everything. $1,900? Oh, wow, I could do a lot with that. But now, I'm beyond that, and I'm thriving. I've came so close to the cliff that I'm about to fall off. I'm about to fall off the cliff, but I'm learning that that's okay too, because I have a group of people that supports me and can help me and tell me you have wings and you can fly. Thank you so much, Circles.